why would you start a construction project on one of the most famous buildings on the planet right before fucking winter on the East Coast? What, like, it's the dumbest. Like, I mean, not that he's smart ever, but like, why would you even? So now the East Wing is ripped down; it's open, and whatever else is going on, they've also. The White House might be uninhabitable because of the asbestos. So when it was built, there was asbestos.
Yes, I was thinking about that.
So they didn't do any. They didn't get any of that out of there.
I didn't even see them spraying it, because usually you have to spray it down to control it.
I didn't do anything. They just tore. So he basically went on Craigslist. President called a fucking crew and just said, "Take the White House down. Well, we're going to need some approval. I'm the president. It's approved." And we didn't even hear about it till it started, and people started taking pictures of it. So we've got this guy who's killing people. He's ended the rule of law. He got the Supreme Court to give him immunity for anything he does. He's deporting people. He's deporting people without any seeing their attorneys, nothing.
He shut down free speech.
Shut down free speech, but they bitched about free speech the whole time. So they claim to follow Jesus. Nothing these guys do has anything to do with Jesus. They do not welcome the stranger. They do not feed the hungry. They do not help the poor.
The new thing, though, is that he's not a Christian, but God uses unlikely messengers.
Yeah, so to say.
And mysterious ways. Yeah.
So all you guys are so full of shit that you've been talking about you're going to stand up to a tyrannical government. Now you have a tyrannical government, but because it's tyranny for you, well, how long do you think that's going to last? Because eventually he's going to turn towards you.
Right. That's the thing. Just because they're not going to say who'd you vote for. Okay, never mind. We're not going to illegally enter your home and seize it or whatever. Take your weapons, whatever they're doing to brown people that you're fine with.
But let's just go.
Oh, and yesterday, Rosa was at the house, and Rosa, to be clear, has a green card. But she's terrified about going to the immigration office in May to continue to legally be in the country because they're arresting people at immigration court. But she said that yesterday, one of her other ladies that she's worked with for years and years and years said that on the cameras, there were a bunch of men in tactical looking things with the face mask thing on, obviously, looking over their gate and taking pictures of the cars, the license plates and stuff like that. They weren't home. And
there's a bounty.
She has a lot of workers, right?
I've read there's a bounty per person.
Wow.
There's a bounty now. So that's why it's nonstop. But here's the thing. They keep saying legal. Illegal immigration. Well, then why are you going to court when these people have their papers and they're actually doing it legally?
Right.
Can you read this for me again too? Look this up. What is the offense for being undocumented?
Oh,
what is it's like
if you haven't committed a crime?
It's like a parking ticket, right? It's like a misdemeanor parking ticket type thing, and they're sending these people to countries they didn't come from, sending them to place. And imagine this. So you're living your life, right? You're paying taxes, you're paying sales tax, you're doing everything you can. You're busting your ass. Because I will
civil offense.
It's a civil offense.
You can be deported, and a potential ban from future visas, but it is not a crime in itself. However, specific actions such as illegal entry or re-entry after deportation are criminal offenses.
Okay.
For example, first-time illegal entry can be a misdemeanor, but if you re-enter the country after being deported, it would be a felony. So it's a misdemeanor.
So my question is, why, when these people bring in $7 trillion every decade and $1 trillion in taxes every decade, and they do work that these fat ICE agents would never do. I don't understand. All I understand is Trump's dad was in the KKK. Trump's racist as shit, has been racist. I mean, we have video of him in the 70s going, they don't look like Indians to me. I mean, he went after the Central Park 5 after they'd already been proven they didn't do it. He still said they needed to be executed. And these people are doing nothing about it. I don't, I remember thinking when Obama was president that they got pissed about a tan suit.
Yeah.
I remember them getting pissed about that. They knew to fucking this thing about Epstein bothers me too. The hypocrisy and cultish nature of these assholes. They believed that 9/11 was a hoax. They believed that microchips are in vaccines. They actually believe the earth is flat. They believe JFK is coming back from the dead. And they believe that COVID was to quote unquote control us. Yet they also believe that Hillary Clinton, who was investigated 35 times, that she was evil and running a pedophile sex ring from a basement in a pizza parlor. And when they went to the pizza parlor, it didn't have a basement. They believe all this bullshit and that the weather's being controlled instead of we've just poisoned the fucking atmosphere for 100 years. And yet, for some reason, they cannot wrap their mind around a guy who's got 36 women that said that he assaulted them, that his ex-wife said he assaulted him, that he was sued by a 13-year-old, and they can't seem to wrap their fucking minds around that this guy and his best friend was the most notorious pedophile in 100 years, and they can't wrap their mind around that with all that evidence. Yeah, they're but it's aggressively, like, it's actively evil. You're actively stupid. Listen, if you can lay down a couple of fucking emails and say Hillary's fucking the most evil person in the world, and they investigate it. You can say we have boxes in his bathroom, 56 boxes of top secret classified documents, and they go, Biden had them too. Biden had 6 that were classified after the fact, all right, and he gave them up the day he was like, oh shit, get these. And so, but for some reason they can't wrap their dumb fucking minds around that this guy is the worst human being we've ever had. He owes $80 million for a woman that he raped, and you fuckers can't seem to go, yeah, he did it.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I just want to point this out. It's their fault. They're fucking stupid. Go ahead.
Yes.
But I'm not giving them any credit. They don't get credit anymore. They don't get, he lied and this and that.
And also everybody quit whitewashing Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's an awful human being.
No, she's leaving for a reason.
There's a reason. I will tell you, her pension will be funded 2 days before she's leaving office.
Right.
And
how convenient.
That's another grifter.
There's something else, but go back and just search things that she said. But I'm listening to MSNBC talk about her like she's some kind of hero. And she's not. She's a horrible person. She has done horrible things to women, to immigrants.
What do you think it is? She knows she's seen the file. She knows something's coming that is so bad, it's going to clean out. She actually said that he'll get impeached. They said that she thinks that the Republicans will lose in the midterms, which means she knows something. And then Dominion Voting Systems is now owned by a fucking guy that's a Trump donor.